Welcome to our channel Self Study. Our first topic is evolution of banking in India. Banking evolution is divided in three phases. The first is pre-independent phase before 1947. The second is post-independent phase 1969 to 1991. Then third is the liberalization period 1991 till date. The pre-independent phase, in which many banks are established. In 1770, First Bank of India, Bank of Hindustan established, located in Calcutta. In 1786, General Bank of India established, located in Calcutta. In 1865, Allahabad Bank, located in Kolkata, and the first Commercial Bank of India, Oath Commercial Bank, established in 1881. In 1894, Punjab National Bank, located in Delhi, established. Reasons why many major banks failed to survive: the lack of regulations and lending policies and insufficient fraud monitoring mechanism. Indian account holders had become fraud and prone. Second, lack of machines and technology. Third, human errors and time consuming services. Fourth, fewer facilities provided by banks. And the fifth one is lack of proper management skills. The post-independent phase. Factors that led to nationalization of bank in India. First is social welfare. Second, priority sector lending. Third, expansion of banking to rural areas. Fourth is reducing regional imbalance to curb the urban-rural divide. At the time when India got independent, all the major banks of the country were led privately, which was a cause of concern as the people belonging to rural areas and farmers were still dependent on money lenders for financial assistance. With an aim to solve this problem, the government decided to nationalize the banks. The list of these 14 banks nationalized in 1969. The 14 banks are: first, Allahabad Bank, founded in 1865, Bank of India, founded in 1906, Bank of Baroda, founded in 1908, Bank of Maharashtra, founded in 1935, Central Bank of India, founded in 1911, Canara Bank, founded in 1906, Dena Bank, founded in 1938, Indian Overseas Bank, founded in 1930. Indian Bank, founded in 1907, Punjab National Bank, founded in 1894, Syndicate Bank, founded in 1925, Union Bank of India, founded in 1919, United Bank, founded in 1950, and UCO Bank, founded in 1943. All these 14 banks were nationalized in 1969. Another 6 banks were nationalized in 1980. First is Andhra Bank, founded in 1923, Corporation Bank, founded in 1906, New Bank of India, founded in 1936, Oriental Bank of Commerce, founded in 1943, Punjab and Sindh Bank, founded in 1908, Vijaya Bank, founded in 1931. Apart from the above mentioned 20 banks, there were 7 subsidiaries of SBI which were nationalized in 1959. State Bank of Patiala, State Bank of Hyderabad, State Bank of Bikaner and Jaipur, State Bank of Mysore, State Bank of Trinavarkor, Mahila Bank, State Bank of Saurashtra. All these banks were nationalized in 1959 and later merged in State Bank of India. Impact of nationalization. First, this lead to an increase in funds and thereby increasing the economic condition of country. Increased efficiency helped in boosting the rural and agriculture sector of the country. It opened up a major employment opportunity for the people. The government used profit gained by banks for the betterment of the people. Liberalization period. Since 1991, the Indian banking system has been evolving. The Indian government encouraged foreign investment, which opened the economy to foreign and private investors, which has led to the introduction of mobile banking, internet banking, ATMs, and more. Some foreign banks opened branches in India, include HSBC, Citibank, Bank of America, Standard Chartered Banks, DBS Bank, Royal Bank of Scotland, and many more. To stabilize the nationalized public sector banks, the Indian government formed the Narasimham Committee under the chairmanship of M. Narasimham in 1991 to manage reforms in the banking sector. During this time, the government approved various private banks. This include Axis Bank, IndusInd Bank, ICICI Bank. Other noteworthy development or changes. Some finance banks become eligible to open new branches anywhere in India. The government and RBI began to treat both private and public sector banks equally. Bank started digitalizing transactions along with the other banking operations. Payment banks were established. Thank you for watching.